Like, I know what men be on when they go on the boys' trip, the bachelor parties. Like, I'm not naive. I'm not like a lot of these women who want to fool themselves into believing he only have eyes for me. Men are not wired to only have eyes for one woman. It just doesn't work like that. I know that. I've studied it. That's just how it goes. I didn't make the rules. I'm not God. I just understand God is the creator, and God created and designed things in the creator's likeness.
Go ahead, lady.
It's Reyes, right? That's how you say your name?
Ray.
It's Ray.
Ray. Okay, I don't know why I heard
Ray. Ray.
Somebody in the comments said, Lord, they charging us for the coochie you gave them for free.
So because with M. White,
late. That's the oldest profession in.
Because what M. White was saying, like men, they're born to just have a lot of sex with a lot of women. You don't think men could be in a committed relationship? That's what you're saying?
Well, I said it's unlikely, and it's for several reasons. I'm looking at biologically. I'm also reading this book. It's called What Men Don't Want Women to Know. It's currently not in production. You can't really buy it online. And they go deep into this topic. 2 men wrote it anonymously. It's a really good book. We're gonna read it in my book club. But yeah, like I said, just from my education and understanding of evolutionary psychology and biology, no, they're not going to just be with one woman. They were not wired to be that way, and that's just how it is. Some things you have to accept in life.
So have you ever been in a serious relationship where a man just wanted to be with you, or you never had that experience? I'm just asking.
Yeah, I can say he told me that, but obviously we're not with them 24/7. So I would be naive and dumb to sit up here and say I know for a fact what he would or would not have done. I'm not the type of person. I don't live in a fantasy world. I'm not like a lot of women. I don't live in la la land. I accept things for what they are, and I'm very content with my reality and the reality of men. It's okay to me that they desire multiple women. That does not bother me whatsoever.
So if so you're basically saying if you are with a man and he tell you that he's not going to cheat, he only is going to be monogamous and desire to be with you, you're going to tell him that he's lying because of the books that you're reading.
No, I'm gonna say okay, but in my mind I'm gonna think what I want to think, like what you said earlier. I don't have to say everything I think.
Okay, so that means that based off of the books and stuff or whatever you think, you just gonna think basically he's lying. He's just saying that to me to get the box for, is it for free or whatever you was talking about? Like he's not.
It's never free.
How much is it?
So that means you don't trust. You don't trust.
Talk off camera, Lapeef.
Oh.
Okay. So you just don't trust men at all. I'm just asking a question.
It's not about trust. Like I said, I'm coming from a scientific understanding of this. It's not about trust. So it's the difference between believing something and knowing something, right? I know that men are not wired to be monogamous. So therefore, I'm not going to sit here and try to convince myself, even if he told me he's monogamous, that he is. It doesn't make me a difference.
So what you're saying is that you're betting on his scientific makeup instead of you betting on his word, because his word is him trying to fight his scientific makeup.
His word
that's pretty much what she's saying. She's saying that she has accepted that men are going to cheat, men are supposed to cheat, men are not supposed to be monogamous. So instead of believing that a man will fight his nature, she will accept it if he offers to try and fight his nature. But when he loses at fighting his nature, she won't be disappointed because that's what she already thought he was going to do.
I didn't say anything about disappointment or anything. I said because I've accepted.
No, I'm saying you wouldn't be, like, it wouldn't hurt you if he did it because you already expected him to.
Yeah, it's like, it's not even my personal expectations. I need y'all as women to understand there is so much research and so many case studies on this about men's sexual activity. The studies actually started in the 60s with Masters and Johnsons, and they actually had a show on Showtime. It was called Johnson. It was called Masters and Johnsons, and this is what they talked about. And they did so many studies on this. Even when they did a study in the 70s on fidelity, almost like this is way before social media. almost 90% of men said they were not faithful. And then when they did or they said they had stepped out on their wives. And then when they did another study on the college campus, all the boys went for the decoy except for the ones that didn't go for the girl that approached them for sex. They said they didn't do it because they thought it was a prank or somebody was watching them. Other than that, they would have went for it. So 100% of men will sleep with women that approach them.
So,
and I tried to make this art.
What about the women who cheat on their man? What's the reason
Are we
for
talking
that?
about men or women?
I just changed. I'm talking about women now. I got you on the men. I'm just trying to ask you on the women.
When women cheat, it's largely because of they feel emotionally hurt or they trying to get back at the man. It's not because they thing was popping so hard or with so much testosterone pumping in their blood where they had to get it off. No, it's usually retaliation or them feeling hurt or scorned by the man. Women are not natural. You're a woman. We don't naturally desire multiple men like that.
But there are women that do, right?
Well, there are a small percentage of men that will tell you, "Oh, I would never step out on my woman." It's always going to be that small. That they're called the outliers. That's not when we have discussions like this. Try to keep it in general because we're going to talk about the masses. We're not talking about the outliers.
No, I know. I talk about majority all the time. I'm just trying to see your overall point.
Lady, Di, you know what's up. You know what's up. You know how men are. I think a lot of times women would be a lot better off if they just accepted things for how they were instead of resisting nature.
No, I'm not trying to fight nothing. I'm just asking questions. So basically, if a lady is fighting desires to sleep with other men, because there are women out there that's like that. Why can't men fight their desires to not have multiple women if they're
it's
trying?
Not the same because men, it's biological. So men have a lot of testosterone pumping in their blood and they're socialized a lot differently. So you can't make the comparison.
I'm not making the comparison like women are like men. That's not what I'm making. I'm saying that people fight desires every day. So
but the type of
what's wrong with that? I'm just asking what's wrong with that.
Women are not fighting the same desires as me. I don't believe that.
No, I'm saying women do fight desires, right? So when they're with men, it might not be sexually. It might not be sexually. We talking about money earlier, right? Women would want a man that has more money, correct?
So you said if you with a man and would you leave him for a man with more money?
Women are fighting that desire all the time. You know,
that's on them. That's why I say start off with a man with money and then you won't have to feel like that.
There's always more money though, right?
Not necessarily. Like I talked about a while back, it's about home ownership to me, generational wealth. You don't have to be Jeff Bezos to achieve that.
No, I agree to that. I'm just saying majority of women today, sometimes the money that we're speaking about is not enough. They want more. And they're fighting that desire.
They should be single like me.
So so that's what I'm trying to get at. You just saying if that's the case, you're saying that you rather be single than deal with men who are fighting their desires, or you would be in a polygamous relationship.
I'm gonna be with a man who, if I was gonna be with a man, first of all, my first priority would not be who all he's sleeping with. It would be what do we own? What do we have? In the Black community, they be so focused on petty, like I'm not gonna say it's petty, but it's stuff that can be manipulated. It's stuff that can be fixed or switched out or whatever. What do we have at the end of the day? What are we committing to? Vagina and penis? That's petty to me.
This the argument. This was the conversation that we was just having in regards to biology. I didn't see that study, but I know it to be true from what Race was talking about. I just know, man. I know how it works. I know, like, historically how it's worked. It's you may be able to fight your biology, but understand that it's a fight and it's not the same fight. She right when she's saying that. It's just not the same fight. Like proof of that is that lady Bonnie Blue or whatever, right? No man exists that's fine enough that can just say, "Hey, I'm gonna be in Chicago tomorrow. I want to have sex with 1,000 women. Come line up and sleep with me." There is not an attractive man enough in the world that exists that can do that. It's impossible. Now, on the other hand, Bonnie Blue is not the most attractive woman in the world, but 1,000 men, wherever she drop her location, in less than 5 hours, be lined up trying to go inside her. We are different. Like it just is what it is. I'm not saying it's right. It's just the biology. That shit is what it is. I'm not saying they right to go do it. It's just like if we deal with that, then we could fix everything from that point.
I mean, at the end of the
But it
day,
is fixed,
I guess my
right?
question would be like, what does it like when she said, "What are we committing to?" Like, we committing to body parts. I guess that do kind of make sense though, because it's kind of like people be so wrapped up in like, "Oh my God, he cheated, she cheated," da da da. Da. And sometimes when I hear that shit, I do kind of be like, "That man ain't got no car. You got more things to worry about than where he put his penis." Like, you got more things to worry about. Like, you couldn't pay your rent for the last 2 months. You got more things to worry about than what she did with her vagina. Like, I guess that makes sense though, because it's like we be so focused on relationship wise, like, oh, what's the body count? What they did sexually and who they sleeping with and did they cheat and are they gonna cheat? But at the end of the day, you can't take your husband's or your boyfriend's monogamy to the rent office. So I don't know. That's just me though.
What is y'all talking
I think
about?
it's
No?
we should all be single. What's the like overall point of it?
Yeah.
What's the end goal, Ray? Ray, I'm asking you.
I think Ray just
Generational wealth is the end goal, Lady Di, and I'm gonna always keep saying that. That's always the end goal.
Ray don't believe a man could be a man of his word. That's her problem.
I just need the man to be able to set us up for generational wealth before I get out into his personal sexual desires. What do we have?
And when men can be monogamous, that sustains those material things that you need too. So I think that's something that we have to recognize. The biology can be tamed by how we're socialized. And the purpose of that is survival for the whole entire family. So when a man has bonded with a woman, you're looking at sustainability for those material needs to be provided for you. So what do we have here? What do we have
Darwin, that's what I heard Ray saying, because I think y'all may be misinterpreting what she's saying. She's saying that she understands the biology of men in sense. Because she understands the biology of men, that she's not going to put an expectation on them that is counter to their biology in sentence. If they want to get in a monogamous relationship, she will accept it, but she's not going to go out her way acting crazy when man falls victim to his biology in sentence. She would prefer the man does what he's supposed to do for his family, and that's the thing she's measuring him on in sentence, and nothing else other than that. Is that not correct in your?
Well, I do care about his character. Obviously, he has to be respectful and loving and treat us good. But oh my God, I'm about to be checking his phone. Like, he can't just be disrespecting me or nothing like that. But I'm not about to. Like, I know what men be on when they go on the boys' trip, the bachelor parties. Like, I'm not naive. I'm not like a lot of these women who want to fool themselves into believing he only have eyes for me. Men are not wired to only have eyes for one woman. It just doesn't work like that. I know that. I've studied it. That's just how it goes. I didn't make the rules. I'm not God. I just understand God is the creator, and God created and designed things in the creator's likeness. I know.
Yeah. And the video we just watched, that was dude's point. I don't know if y'all heard him say, he was like, most are dishonest. And if they were honest, they would say, and then he led with that. That's why I went into the whole conversation about biology. That was the reason based off the video. That's why I was saying replay the video.
All right. So you saying that most men actually feel like they want to do something, but they just wouldn't be honest and tell their wives?
If most men are attracted to women at a biological level and want to go, right? Mm-hmm. And now it's possible that, and they will not be honest about that biology because of the societal expectations of monogamy. So men lie about that thing. Whether they're going to or are able to cheat is not what he was discussing. He was strictly saying this is the biology of men that society has pushed out, that they can't discuss openly for fear of retribution or being pigeonholed as the terrible man, when it's the nature of the man that was like this. He wasn't saying go cheat. He just said cheating is wrong. He was just describing how society has demonized the biology of men to the point they cannot be honest about it. And when they try and be honest, they will be ridiculed and attacked.
Yeah.
And that does not justify cheating. He was clear on that. I'm not justifying cheating. I'm not saying you should cheat. I'm just speaking to the biology of men if they would be honest. It doesn't say that discipline can't maybe get you to that end goal.
So then should the current wives be concerned?
I think that's up to the person. But if you understand the biology of man, I don't think it would.
Concerned about which
I
part?
think
With the
every
cheating?
woman, I think if a woman is
No, not cheating.
man, if a man tells his woman, because I can argue that I don't think any man on this panel right now got an issue communicating what he genuinely wants to his wife. I mean, if that's the case, and that's I think that's where the problem lies. But I think that if a man is telling his wife, this is who I am, this is what I'm about, this is what I walk by, and she can't believe that, then I think she should be concerned. I think there need to be a conversation had, especially if he's not standing by that, what he's saying he believes in, or he's not giving. This is a matter of trust, because she has expectations now. You created expectations. You created expectations for her to learn about you. So now she knows how you're moving. But if you're doing something otherwise, or you don't even want to do what you communicated that you were about, then that's a trust issue. So like if I'm gonna tell my wife, hey, look, this is what I'm gonna be. I'm gonna maintain my discipline. I'm not gonna be messing. I only want to be with you. If that's my word, what's wrong with her taking my word for it? That's all I'm saying.
Are you saying, Darwin, that majority of men desire to be with one woman once they fall in love, and they're only going to be with that one woman, and it's going to be easy for them to do?
I didn't say it was easy or hard. I didn't give you a level of difficulty. And I'm saying if
give me a level of difficulty, and add these quantifiers.
I would say the level of difficulty fluctuates based on his exposure and how he's moving. If he's out here hanging around a whole bunch of women who are constantly trying to throw it at him, or he's out here drinking and his judgment is impaired, then the level of difficulty is going to obviously fluctuate. He's not going to be able to use the right judgment to make the right decision whenever he's tempted. But I'm saying if a man has a desired outcome, I believe men this one thing that makes a man very powerful. When he sets his mind to be able to do something, whether it's to take apart an engine or whatever, and exhaust himself and defy his need for rest or whatever, he's gonna do it. He has the power to be able to do that, just like he would be able to do if he decided that he wanted to just focus on one woman. It's about the outcome he wants. If the outcome he wants is to be with multiple women, and then he's trying to fixate himself on one woman, of course that man is going to struggle. But I feel like if it's the outcome that the man wants, I believe wholeheartedly a man can achieve that. That's what makes us kings, because we have the power to be able to do that.
And I think that's all what Lady Dow basically saying, that it is possible for a man to be disciplined. But on the other side, I don't think a lot of wives, not you, Lady Dow, but I don't think a lot of wives are aware of these desires.
That's true. I'm very aware to all of that stuff. I was just trying to figure out the end goal of what is being said. That's all. Because I know when you get with a man and a man gets with a woman, you have kids, and that's part of the generational wealth is having a large family. So all this money that's being made is not just going to be for two people. It should be for the generation. Generation is people. So I was just trying to understand, do you want a relationship, not want one? That's all.
So Ray, just real quick before we get to the super chats, get up out of here. With you knowing all of this knowledge about men, if you are in a relationship, are you remaining faithful or in a marriage?
I'm not in a relationship or marriage.
No, I know I didn't say you were. I'm saying a hypothetical. So you saying that you would never get into a relationship or get married?
Probably not. I don't know. It's not really on I told y'all it's not a priority of mine. I really don't wake up focused on it.
Well, then how you gonna build that generational wealth then?
Well, in my case, I already got a generation.
Okay, what is that? What does that mean?
How can I build it? I'm already building it. I'm already building it for myself, but I'm saying is if a man
I think the better question to ask her is if she tell a man, would she tell a man whether or not she would be faithful? Like, would you even? Is that even on the table for you?
You saying if I was in a relationship, yeah, I would be faithful.
Yeah, I think that's all JR was trying to say.
Oh,
Y'all
yeah.
thought she said she would cheat? Y'all gotta listen to her.
I didn't hear none of that.
No, she didn't say that.
No, I was just asking the question.
No, I wouldn't cheat if I was in a
if she
relationship.
knew that these men had these desires and there was a strong possibility because of biology, if that would affect her being loyal or not.
No, because I can't. I'm not going to spread my cat around based off what he doing with his. I can't. My cat is no. That's not what we doing.
But what if it was for the right money?
Once again, Lapeef, we gotta talk off camera.
See there?
You know what? I was saying this earlier. The money, women. Okay.
Oh yeah, for the right price, a lot of women will go, but we knew that.
Oh shit! Are you one of them?
Y'all gonna keep to listen to me on this.
I don't. Again, here I feel like we keep asking questions about things that everybody isn't a part of it though. Because the thing is I feel like just about almost everybody got a price.
Whoa.
Everybody got a price.
It might be a whole nother
When
conversation.
y'all talk like this, y'all are telling
y'all
on
is gonna get. Hey,
what's your price?
My price?
Y'all not gonna get me in trouble.
You said everybody got a price.
I said almost everybody. Just about almost everybody do.
Okay.
I agree.
Well, that's not what he asked you. So what's your price?
I'm not.
No, I ain't talking about you, Ray.
Nothing to do with everybody.
Put it down, Ray.
You said what?
Like, I didn't hear you.
I didn't say nothing. That's why you didn't hear me.
Oh,
okay. Don't do it to yourself, Lace.
Everybody mute up, man. Echo.
Laisha, you better shut it.
I ain't say nothing.